What's up, tweeners? Welcome back to another Tweener Head Tennis video today here on the channel. And today we have a very special interview coming all the way from the ATP Challenger Tour event in Cleveland, the Cleveland Open. We have Emilio Nava, who's been a phenom in the juniors and now transitioning into his pro career just the past couple years. We had the chance to talk to him about his life on and off the court. It was a quick one, but it was a very insightful one into his life. Since both his parents were Olympians, both of his brothers represented college tennis in a very big way at Wake Forest and at LMU, and his cousins even Ernesto Escobedo. So he has a kind of a lot to live up to. But we were very thankful and grateful to talk to this young gun. So make sure to go show him some love down in the comments below by following his Instagram. And before you watch this interview, make sure you are subscribed with notifications turned on. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.
Emilio, thank you so much for joining me today, man. I really appreciate it. How you feeling after that big match?
Honestly, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, after you win a match like that, there's a lot of fight, most of it's all fight. So I'm just happy to come out on top. But I mean, he played a great match. So I'm just happy I came out on top.
How would you describe feeling, or what's the recovery process for you after you play a match like that? Do you go through the same routine, or do you do anything different to kind of recover quicker?
This is my third match here since I played the qualies,
Wow.
So I mean, honestly, it's just the same thing over and over again, trying to get the routines down, try not to break the routines, go on the bike, see the physio a little bit, jump in the pool, I'm gonna keep it all the same. So yeah, it doesn't matter how hard the win or how easy, everything needs to stay the same.
How would do you do anything different that other players might find different or interesting to your routine, or is it all basic?
I mean, I do go in the pool pretty often. I like to use the pool a lot. I don't know if many athletes do that, but I really like it. Try to get an ice bath in whenever I can.
Nice. Love that.
Besides that, I think it's pretty basic. What works for me basically works for a lot of people, but of course everything's individual. So
of course,
try to
absolutely
be specific about it. Yeah. But everything in that general area is pretty basic. Yeah.
And I wanted to kind of talk to you just a little bit about your background with your family, from your cousin being Escobedo to your brothers playing college tennis. Did you feel any pressure going into being a pro on tour with both your parents being Olympians?
Right.
Yeah, it's like, how do you cope with that?
Right. I guess I was fortunate enough to be the youngest sibling of two older brothers, so I got to see my oldest brother, make the mistakes and not the mistakes that he made to try and be pro. And then I saw my middle brother do the same thing, make those mistakes as well. And I guess I was just lucky enough to be able to learn from both of them, and really see what needs to be done and see what doesn't need to be done. But no pressure, not really. They're extremely supportive. Both my brothers, they text me before every match and after match, and I mean we're all super close, and they're always there for me.
What would you take away if you were to take one piece of advice your brothers have given you? What would be one piece of advice that has stuck with you throughout this journey?
Fight like a dog.
Oh, I love that.
Just fight like a dog,
Has that always been your mentality throughout your juniors and now pro days?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because it's so simple, and it's something that you can control. Because maybe there's one day on the court where you're just not feeling it. The ball's touching your racket, and it's just going everywhere. But what you can do is fight. And I mean, if you gotta hit it continental, you gotta hit it continental and make it in. But yeah, you gotta fight like a dog every point. Yeah.
And for those that are watching or listening to this right now, how would you describe your game besides that determination and dog-like fight in you?
I think I'm definitely an aggressive player. I definitely look to try to hit winners. But especially playing this higher level tennis, these challengers where you start playing older men and they have a lot of experience. you want to get a little more established in the point. You know, it can't be serve +1. You have to play 5-6 shots, moving around, really win the point. And I mean, I think I'm doing a better job of that. So yeah, I'm adjusting definitely.
It's and my last question, or at least comment for you, is when I saw you play Musetti at the U.S. Open this past year. I mean, your serve was on fire. Is that something that you kind of look to as like? I know you've talked about it before in terms of your serve is better than basically everyone in your families, and I think I can quote you on that too.
I said that.
Yeah. How is that?
Geez.
Is that your biggest weapon, you think?
I think it's definitely one of my biggest weapons. I mean, I try to, when things aren't going too well in my game, you know, like on the ground, I just keep saying like, hey, like your serve is a weapon, you know, just keep going after it because we're gonna get free points from it, and hopefully my brother doesn't hear that because he's like 6'2", and I've always thought I've always thought he has a bigger serve, but hopefully he doesn't hear that one.
I'll make sure to tag him in this so that way he can hear this. Hey,
Definitely.
Emilio, thank you so much for joining me today, and good luck for the rest of the tournament, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for everything. I'll see you.
Appreciate it.